Good morning. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Monday Merriment. Today is October 28th, 2024. The moon phase is waning and the moon sighting is in Virgo. This is a good time to banish any issues relating to your family and business plans and also remove blocks to enhance mental abilities. Halloween is on Thursday this week, and November 1st through the 2nd is recognized as the Day of the Dead by Mexicans. And the 2nd of November is All Souls Day, which is recognized by the church. And I hope you guys all enjoy your Halloween season and have exciting plans. As for me, I make the best of things. I wish I had a clothesline. I know back in the 90s, I used to have one for a short period of time in the back of my mobile home, and I would hang out my linens. There's an old superstition and belief that hanging out your clothes or linens in general on Halloween night attracts mystical powers. So bed sheets was my thing. And unfortunately I don't have one. I know some of the people here in this neighborhood, they hang their clothes over the fence and stuff like that. If you can do that, that's great. I hope you guys experiment with that and have fun with it. This year I purchased my usual candy corn mix from Brock's, and I might be making some donuts with my new silicone pans that I got from Temu. I'm really excited to go over my Temu order that arrived a few days ago. I have to say that shopping with them is quite a fun experience. They seem to have a lot of merchandise that appeal to me. Temu sells anything from little electronic type gadgets, clothes. They sell house goods. If you haven't checked them out, I suggest that you do. Okay, now I'm really excited to show the things that I got from Temu. Okay, first thing I wanted to talk about was I had mentioned that I wanted to get a lunchbox, right? And I have been without one for quite a while. So, usually when I bring my lunch, I usually just bring it in a paper bag or like a plastic bag, which is really demoralizing to me, right? Because, Maria's trying to make the best of her life, right? And even though it's something small, it does bring a little bit of a change, okay? So, it's just been like, oh man, I don't really have a lunchbox. And I felt all sad about it, right? So I started looking for different lunchboxes. I had mentioned before that I'm looking for lunchboxes for different occasions or different seasons or whatever. So I started thinking, okay, well, I wanted one for Valentine's Day. It would be cool to have like an autumn one with autumn leaves or something, but I don't really see that. Just different colors, okay? But I don't really have a whole lot of space to store all of that stuff. So I started off with, just buying one little lunchbox, right? So I got this one on Temu, and it was under, I would say, under maybe $11, okay? So we started off with this. And I thought this was really cute. It's got the really cool celestial type designs, which I love, right? It's a pretty decent sized lunchbox, and it looks like it is insulated in the inside, the little zipper, and it looks like it's plenty of room, okay? Because I bring my snacks, not just my lunch, okay? I bring my snacks, okay, in here, so I think there's plenty of room. So if I expand it a little bit, you can see the space that that I can use in this lunchbox. So it's really cool. Not a bad price. I got it at Temu. Very cool. Very cute too. This actually arrived, I think it was like Thursday, but I really just kept thinking, okay, I know I wanted to show these things on my Monday Merriment, so I didn't really do anything. I kept it in its package. So I felt like really excited about this. It is just like, these little things that seem insignificant can make a big deal to a lot of people. Okay, especially if you feel like, you're kind of down or something, just kind of shifting, getting something a little bit different. And sometimes if you can't afford to go buy new things, sometimes it's kind of cool to go to like thrift stores or secondhand thrift stores, garage sales, and refurbish things. Or maybe you have some old things laying around your house and you can refurbish things, you know what I mean? But it's important to, surround yourself with positive things. And I feel very happy about my little lunchbox. Okay, so now, I wanted to talk a little bit more about coffee cups and things like that because, I love design. I love design on, walls. I love designs on items like, disposable items, like, I love napkins with little designs on it. I love plates with designs on. I've always liked that, right? And so when I look at disposable things, it attracts my attention. And I'm going to be showing like the coffee cups that we have at work, and I'm going to be discussing that too, right? Because I pay attention to things that are on things, because I see the importance of color, making use of color, and I also see the importance of making use of design, right? So keeping that in mind, I've always been somebody who likes bold prints, okay? And so when I first started working at my new job, I kept thinking, I've always had like, commuter mugs, okay? And I lost all my commuter mugs because, moving, and a lot of times I kept them for such a long time that they would literally start falling apart because I could get really attached to things, right? It becomes your favorite, you use it all the time, and like the handle starts getting loose, it just ends up falling apart. So I had none, right? So, I was glad that they have a variety of coffee cups at where I work, which I'm going to be showing them in a few minutes, right? But, what I had wanted was something that reflects me, something that I feel, like, identifies me. And I would suggest that for anyone, right? And I also look at drinking coffee in the morning as kind of like a ritual, because, a lot of people do the same thing. First thing you want to do in the morning is have that cup of coffee, something warm. And I also have to say that when it comes to coffee in the morning, it is kind of like a security thing with me. Like I feel safe. It's like a safety, like a security blanket or something. I feel safe when I'm holding my cup of coffee. Silly. Maybe it's the warmth of it. I don't know. But anyway, okay. So my to-move order when it comes to my insulated coffee mug, I have made my decision, and it did arrive in the last shipment. And I picked out this one. Isn't it cute? I love the little cats on it. I love the black background with all the bold colors. Now, I love bold prints. Okay, bold prints on clothes, bold prints on, um, like, cookware, um, coffee mugs, just anywhere. Okay, I like bold, funky, bright, happy, bubbly colors. This spoke to me. Okay, so this I haven't actually used it yet. I'm going to bring it to work with me on Monday so I can have my coffee on Monday with my commuter mug. Now, the reason why I drink out of commuter mugs more so than like, regular mugs is because they keep your coffee hot for a very long time. Okay. And because coffee gives me a sense of, it helps you concentrate, number one. Okay. But it also, for me, like I said, holding something warm in my hand just gives me that feeling of security. So anyway, I chose this one, and it does come with these little utensils. It comes with these little things because you can use it not just for coffee. If you open this right here, you can insert like a little straw, and it gives you two options for straws. Let me open this package. I'm going to sit down so I can get comfortable while I'm here. Okay. Okay, it comes with one of these like bendy type straws, and you could possibly like make a milkshake in here. It's probably really good too. So it has one of these, and then it has like just a straight standing straw, and it also comes with, which I like is a brilliant idea, this straw cleaner, right? And the reason why, like I have, a few of those, what do you call it, drinking jars, and they come with like the little plastic straw. And the reason why I never used a plastic straw is because I'm always thinking about the germs that they could collect. Now, of course, I would wash all of my dishes and stuff like that, but I never had anything like this before, right? So I would take the plastic straw that came with it and store it into like a drawer or something, and I just use disposable straws. So if I choose to use this for like, my iced tea that I drink almost every day, I could do that, and I could feel good about, knowing I have something to clean it with. This is cute, okay? I really, really love this, and I do think that it reflects me, so it's cool. Okay, now, I got this for my desk at work, right? It's like a mouse pad, one of those like 3-piece mouse pad type things. Let me see. Okay, so it comes with this right here, with this wrist bar thingy. I like the design on it, okay? It's just flowers, okay? Again, it's black background. with the pretty bright colors. And you see that? And I think this right here was like under $15. It wasn't very bad. Okay, here's the mouse pad. And it's funny, you know, how these are designed, because I never use them the proper way, ever. Like, you're supposed to have your wrist somewhere, like, located on here, you know, or something. I always just kind of move it and use the mouse pad. I ignore this little bump part. I just don't really see where it throws me. And I have never used them. But this is what the mouse pad looks like, right? And it's cute because it also has, like, this additional item that comes along with it. It comes with a little coaster for your coffee cup or your whatever drink or whatever, which I think is really cute. All right, so that was my Tumu order. And I did mention that I purchased some donut pans. Okay, right now I am really trying to experiment with different things. I mentioned the pistachio donut. Like, I think that that is a brilliant idea and it needs to be made. So I'm going to be working with the recipe. I'm going to find a recipe, modify it if I cannot find a pistachio cake recipe. But I'm wanting to, like, make it from scratch. I'm going to be adding, like, pistachio extract. I'm going to also add, like, green dye because I want it to be a green donut. Like, you know, and I'm just, like, obsessed with this, like, pistachio donut. Anyway, I got these silicone pans from Samu, and I have never worked with silicone before, so I'm kind of excited. The little shapes of the donuts look rather small, but that's okay. You know what I mean? I think this is a good size. It's enough for me. And I will be doing a video step by step of me making the batter, pouring it into the silicone pans, and then actually serving them, decorating them, and everything else. I'm really excited about my pistachio donut. Yeah, I want to talk about bold prints, okay? Now, everybody knows I'm a clothes freak. I love clothes, okay? And I know that I'm really on a budget, but I just recently started working. You know how you it's like this gust of like, oh, I just need to go and just change my environment just a little bit, or get something, just, just kind of satisfy that need to have something new, okay? Because I've been out of work for a very, very long time. No, this is not a habit, okay? Because I understand, there's a ebb and flow of my life, and I just feel as though it's good for me to save money, okay? But I did have to get it out of my system, okay? Right now, I am inspired to work on, my pick up my projects, my art projects, which involve things like painting. I'm reviving my interest of sewing and putting together clothes, and taking old garments and making them into something new. Okay, so but I did buy a few new pieces that I got from Temu, mainly because I have never really worked or like bought things from Temu. I remember buying some clothes. I remember talking, hey Jerry Wesson, talking to her about my purchases online and like coming up with these disappointments. So the prices on Temu are really reasonable. Okay, so and I am not somebody who likes to splurge. I am very cheap. Okay, I'm very cheap. Okay, but I kept thinking, I'm really like into bold print. Like I love colors. I like vibrancy, right? And I need that right now. And sometimes, I get into the let me wear a lot of black type thing. I do that sometimes. But, I'm very in tune with color, very in tune with symbolism. And, when I feel attracted to something, I have to get it. And it's like, or I'll create it if I don't have it. So let me show you the things that I purchased from Temu to actually wear. I got 3 new tops that I felt were reasonably priced. And the first one, I got this one. Now, people are thinking, wow, that's really bold, right? Yeah, it really, really is bold. But I'm thinking about ways to kind of like reduce that. What I love is the color. Like, I love the blues, the fact that they mix like, fuchsias with this as well. And the person who modeled it in the advertisement, they looked good in it. And I kept thinking, well, hopefully, it will look good on me. Now, a lot of times when you buy things online, they can make it look different. And then when you get it home, it's like, that's not what I chose. I mean, there's a lot of videos that people, I'm not going to name the company, okay, but there's a lot of videos a few years ago, people were talking about, or posting videos about like, what they thought they were buying and what they actually ended up getting, right? So far, I got to tell you, this looks what I saw. on the advertisement, and I feel as though I haven't even tried it on yet, but I don't really think I need to. Um, but I will be doing a video on what it looks like and how I'm going to be pairing it. I do love this color. This theme is very, very pretty. It has beautiful flowers on it. I don't know if it's more for spring or autumn, but I'm definitely excited about wearing it. And then I got this right here. Yes, I love paisley print. Paisley print is something that kind of, gets introduced and then it kind of backs itself out every few years. Okay. Right now, paisley print is something that seems to be easy. You can easily get it. This right here, I'm thinking it would look great with jeans, black slacks, skirt, whatever. I like the unique collar that it has on it. It's kind of like a turtleneck, but it has this like little split in it. So this attracted my attention, so I felt like I needed to get it. So, and it would also match my corduroy burgundy pants that I have. And yes, I love clothes. I love the fact that they mix the burgundy with the turquoise. It just makes the color pop. Now, I have some green corduroy pants that I have always felt like, man, I really don't have anything to wear with that. And it was like really, really getting to me, right? Well, I saw this shirt on Temu, and this is the same shirt, really, but they have slightly different designs. This has more of a green background, right? And it's, of course, got the paisley print, which I love paisley print, right? The green background is going to be paired with some green corduroy pants that I have. And then this could also be worn with jeans, could also be worn with a black skirt or a red skirt, denim skirt, whatever. You know what I mean? But so far, I am very happy with the quality of the clothes. I'm happy and content with what I purchased on Temu. Okay, so what they have at my workplace is they have the Dixie cups, and you get four different selections in the pack. Okay, so the first one is says pick me up. Now there's days where you feel like, oh, you're a little bit tired, and I believe that words have meaning, words have power, and it all depends on how I feel is how I pick and choose my coffee cup, right? And of course, when I first started my job, I didn't have, like I said, my usual commuter mug that I'm used to having. So, I was really happy to see these little coffee cups in here. The pick me up, I usually choose that when, I'm feeling like, oh, I could use a little bit more energy, something like that. So this is a really cool choice. I think this is a fun cup, like especially when you don't exactly know how you feel. Like when you wake up in the morning, and you're like, I'm not exactly sure how my mood is. There's times where I feel like, oh, I don't like to carry my depression around, but there's days where I'm like really trying to feel positive, but I'm not quite there yet. This is a cool cup for those days. Nothing really comes to mind when I see this one, other than, you're just recognizing the fact that you're consuming caffeine with your coffee. But this is a cute cup. Now, this one is rather plain. It just has the Dixie symbol on it, but I sometimes choose this coffee cup when I'm feeling like really mystical. I have always been attracted to like blue backgrounds, mainly because it reminds me of the sky at certain times of the day. And it also does help tap into my psychic center. So this is a cup that, I'm attracted to on those days where I'm just like, I'm kind of deep into my mind. There's times on my lunch break, where I leave the office. A lot of times I just stay in the office, and then there's times where, I go out and, just run some errands or whatever. And I stopped off at a Dollar Tree that was close in the area, and I saw these coffee cups. It's a 4-pack, and it comes with, the coffee cup, and it comes with white lids. And the lids that it came with, I didn't really like them as much, the lids that come with them, because they're rather flimsy. I tried using them, and they literally started kind of like, I don't know. They didn't really fit the cup well. Unfortunately, right? Anyway, I decided to use these as I was waiting for my commuter mug to come. It's not that I'm not happy with the coffee cups that I have at work. I'm very happy with them. But I was at the Dollar Tree and I saw these, right? These little 4 packs. And plus, it is the harvest season and I do love my autumn designs. So I couldn't resist. It's $1.25 for God's sake. So these little 4 coffee cups. Like I said, they do come with the lids, and they also come with the little um, cup holder, right? And it says Harvest Blessings on it. So if you're somebody who enjoys symbolism, they do have these at the Dollar Tree, and they also had them with a different color background. I think the other one had more of like a brown type background. You can check them out. I'm looking forward to what they have during the Christmas season. Hopefully they have like something like candy canes or something like that. And yeah, every once in a while, it's fun to switch out coffee cups. It's fun because, like I said, drinking coffee is a ritual. It's something that we do routinely, and it's the first thing in the morning. And I think it should be done in a way, the most positive way possible. So this is really fun. Let me show you what it looks like with the lid on. Now, here it is with the little sleeve or the little coffee holder that says Harvest Blessings. And the lid that's on it is actually a Dixie cup lid. Luckily, all the little lids fit on different coffee cups. They're pretty much the same size, so, of course, they're going to fit. But the lids that can't come with this cup are actually white. I'm the first one that usually gets in the morning, so I figured, what, I'm going to go ahead and do a video on these coffee cups because, hey, I'm into it, right? Hey, and I think it's kind of positive, I like having different choices, and it's fun to do and switch it up every once in a while. I have to say that the coffee cups at work inspired me to get interested in disposable coffee cups. So that weekend, I went out and I purchased these coffee cups to tide me over until I actually got my Temu order. And so I purchased these at Walmart. This is a Chinette. The Chinette brand makes this particular coffee cup. I think I was attracted to the fact that it was blue, the dark blue background and the little light blue specks. Yeah, I just thought it was kind of appealing. And it reminds me of peace, a peaceful type atmosphere. The lid on top of it is black. And these lids fit on all coffee cups. I realized they would fit on the little Harvest cup. They would fit on a Dixie cup, whatever. But anyway, yeah, I'm kind of into coffee cups. And now every time I go into a store, I'm looking at coffee cups, hoping to find like one for the holiday seasons and that kind of stuff. So hopefully I'm looking forward to the Christmas season and finding coffee cups to drink out of, change it up a little bit. Now during the dark season of the year, like when it gets dark early, um, a lot of people go through depression. I actually find the dark season quite invigorating, and I know that I went through a whole lot, but I think when it comes to like, the gang stalking and the whole issue and all that stuff, there's a lot of depression there, right? But I feel it's like the autumn time just soothes me. During the day, I enjoy the beautiful colors. And then at nighttime, there's a mystical feel that comes around, I'm planning on keeping myself very busy, and of course, I plan on staying at home a lot, but I do hope that I can find some sort of activities to do outside of the house. Like maybe once in a while, like maybe go to like a nightclub. I always talk about nightclubs, right? Because I had mentioned that I enjoy doing, what do you call it? I like live entertainment, so it'd be kind of cool to go to maybe a place where I can go out dancing every once in a while, or maybe go to a club where they have like comedy or whatever, stand up, spoken word, poetry readings, whatever. And not necessarily for me to participate in. I would just sit back and just kind of listen and enjoy the environment. That would be really cool. But, I'm picking up the knitting loom again, making beanies and scarves and stuff like that. I enjoy that. I am not somebody who knits with the regular needles. I remember trying when I was younger and never quite got that, okay? And I do think it's a very special craft and gift for a lot of people. I've seen some really great creations that people have made, like sweaters, blankets, stuff like that. I cannot manage that, okay? But, when it comes to making beanies and scarves, and certain things that I can easily make with the knitting loom, I will definitely use that. And I do have like all sizes of the knitting loom so that I can make flowers and stuff like that for hats and stuff. So that's one of my projects that I'm picking back up. I'm also doing a lot of upcycling projects, which I did work on my video um, last week. And I realized that it's very difficult to show sewing while my sewing on my sewing machine while I'm filming. So it's very difficult. So maybe I'll have my son help me with that video, or try to get it set up some sort of like a tripod, or I might just have to kind of describe, step by step how to, sew. I would think that the videos that I'm making is more geared towards people who are a little bit experienced with the sewing machine. So I'm trying to make it as easy as possible. But yeah, I'm going to be doing some upcycling projects of things that I already have. I don't plan on doing a bunch of shopping, but I do know that in the past I've enjoyed thrift stores, and I've enjoyed garage sales. So, and then also I have a lot of old things in my closet that I think can be upcycled, and so I will be showing these projects on my videos. Also, I am going to be experimenting with recipes during this time of the year. I like a lot of soup. I like a lot of stews. And I feel bad because my Instapot, I guess it just broke. I don't know. I had it for a very long time. I do plan on getting another one. But I do want to experiment with different recipes, and I will definitely be doing some experimenting with the pistachio donut thing. I'm also getting back into art, like doing paintings and stuff. I am not a great painter. I would say that I'm an amateur painter. But some of you guys might have really good skills, and if you remember painting a long time ago, you might want to revive that interest. You can always like use art in different ways. Making use of color symbolism, animal symbolism, um, color shapes, all kinds of things that you can throw into art. That's a good thing to do. And art, I would say, is very inexpensive to get into. Like paint is not that expensive. Places like Joann's and Michael sell paints for pretty decent price, and you can also pick up paints at the Dollar Tree. Also, I will be picking up. I didn't get a chance to pick up my content and copy and content writing course last week. I got busy with other things, but that's something that I'm going to be reviving this autumn season. So I plan on staying busy and homebound mostly, and I am working on trying to create a better space in my house. Meaning, I was supposed to go to the dump today, but I know my son's got other plans today. But I do plan on getting rid of some of the things like, an old couch, an old chair that I no longer have use for, things that I feel like are taking up my space. I'm trying to get my environment a little bit more, organized, okay? Because this apartment is really small. So I plan on keeping very busy this autumn season, and maybe you guys could start thinking about how you're going to be filling up your time this autumn season. There's a lot of things you haven't done before, and whatever is on your mind, you should really start making those steps to do the things that you want to do. I hope you guys enjoy this autumn season. Last week's synchronistic symbol was the crow, and you can see a synchronistic symbol in actual form. You can see it on uh, items like coffee mugs, t-shirts. I do recall seeing the crow in the store in like a Halloween aisle. I did see it last week. Hopefully you did too. It looks like this week's synchronistic symbol is another bird. This week is the bluebird. Now, you can see this in different forms. I want to kind of clarify how this can be seen, like an actual bluebird, the real animal type bluebird, or like you could see a statue of a bluebird on a t-shirt. Now, if you see these things in multiple like groups, like if you see like a tree filled with bluebirds, that means you hit the jackpot, okay? Like it's a definite sign. So I hope that you check these synchronistic symbols out this week, and I hope that you see the bluebird. Well, whether you celebrate Halloween, Samhain, the Day of the Dead, All Souls Day, whatever, it's all basically a time to, reflect on those who have departed, our ancestors and those that we loved and cared about. So do remember to say prayers for those who have passed on. And I hope that you enjoy your holiday season. And I hope that you do keep the departed ones in your heart and in your prayers. Thank you for watching. See you next week.